Hi and welcome. Today we are diving into the world of L'Oreal, one of the biggest names in beauty and cosmetics. Founded in 1909 and operating in over 150 countries, L'Oreal is home to iconic brands like Lancome, Maybelline, and Garnier. At the heart of L'Oreal's success is its vision to create the beauty that moves the world. This is driven by its mission to offer each and every person around the world the best of beauty in terms of quality, efficacy, safety, sincerity, and responsibility to satisfy all beauty needs and desires in their infinite diversity. L'Oreal emphasizes a comprehensive approach to performance management that aligns with the multidimensional concepts discussed in the lectures. L'Oreal employs both task performance and contextual performance metrics, such as advanced systems and a respectful work culture to evaluate its employees, as well as outcome-based and behavioral approaches, such as their computerized maintenance management system and effective recruitment process. The company also places strong emphasis on ethics, such as transparency, respect for individuals, and feedback in its performance management processes. However, L'Oreal faces key underlying issues such as balancing tasks and contextual performance, as well as potential over-reliance on technology in recruitment. Now, despite these challenges, L'Oreal's comprehensive performance management practices enable the company to align individual contributions with organizational goals, fostering both employee development and long-term business success. Now we welcome Amelia and Jasmine, who will be taking us through the strengths and weaknesses of L'Oreal's performance management approaches.
Eugene Sheeler, founder of L'Oreal, once said, "A company is not walls and machines, it's people, people, people." L'Oreal has demonstrated its commitment to creating an engaging and motivating organizational culture for its employees in order to achieve this level of high performance. L'Oreal focuses on having a strong foundation on the basis of constructive criticism and feedback. The company uses a 360-degree feedback system as a key element in conducting evaluations on the employee performance. 360-degree feedback is a method of employee review that provides each employee the opportunity to receive performance feedback from a managerial perspective as well as 4 to 8 co-workers. It has become one of the most significant innovations in the leadership development field and has been referred to as one of the most notable management innovations in recent times. According to L'Oreal's 2020 annual report, 79% of employees said they felt engaged in their work, which is significantly higher than the global average of 23%. This signifies a high level of engagement as a direct result of L'Oreal's performance management practices. This holistic approach allows for a reliable and well-rounded view of individual performance, whilst fostering personal growth and development in the work environment. Despite this, the 360-degree approach can create organizational weaknesses, which may impact the overall culture and hence performance of employees. This strategy can unintentionally undermine an environment of teamwork and collaboration due to its ability to create conflict and tension between employees. HR and management consultant Susan Heathfield stated that, in the worst case, it saps morale, destroys motivation, and enables disenfranchised employees to go for the jugular against people who rated their performance as less than perfect. This highlights that if conducted in the wrong way, the 360-degree approach may just be catastrophic to an organization's culture and overall success. It is now time to conduct your 360-degree performance review. It is evident that you have developed a strong problem-solving skills by taking initiative before things escalate. You have also consistently delivered high-quality work by being attentive to detail. Despite this, you struggle with time management and meeting deadlines. You have occasionally missed the deadlines for some projects. This could be improved in order to prevent some delays. Overall, you are an asset to the team, consistently contributing to the department's success. With some improvements in time management and delegation, they can further enhance their effectiveness and career.
Thank you for your constructive criticism as well as your positive feedback. I can now apply this in the future and improve my performance at work.
For just over 2 years, L'Oreal workers have been back in the office for 3 days per week. However, the company has now decided to increase this to 2 Fridays per month in the office being mandatory. CEO of USA L'Oreal, Greenberg, told the LA Times there is necessary engagement, creativity, sharing, and learning from each other. By establishing a focus on collaboration and face-to-face communication, L'Oreal is likely to impact how feedback systems are conducted and how successful they are due to placing emphasis on connection and the development of professional relationships. Furthermore, Providing constructive feedback to peers is a highly confronting and complex task that not all employees may have the interpersonal skills to do. The criticism may lack clarity or honesty due to insufficient knowledge and experience in giving feedback, which may cause a negative impact on morale. Employees may have concerns surrounding their peers' reaction to this feedback because responses can often result in defensiveness, anger, gratification, guilt, pride, sadness, and other reactions. Whilst these weaknesses are pertinent, it's evident that L'Oreal has found the sweet spot in measuring performance in a way that fosters a healthy organizational culture. However, L'Oreal should consider these potential threats that can arise from the feedback system and find potential solutions to avoid them.
An individual performance review is a structured evaluation that enables managers and other key internal stakeholders to assess an employee's job performance. It provides an opportunity for managers to identify the employee's strengths and areas for improvement, whilst also offering constructive feedback in attempts to support ongoing skill development and growth within the company.
As stated by L'Oreal's Chief Human Relations Officer, Jean-Claude Legrand, the secret to our success lies in the engagement of our teams and a highly unique corporate culture, which each of us help to shape and promote. L'Oreal conducts mid-year and annual individual performance reviews where employees are assessed on both quantitative and qualitative aspects. This performance management strategy has several strengths and weaknesses in recognizing individual performance while also potentially increasing pressure on employees. The mission of L'Oreal's Human Resources Department is to support the company's growth and transformation initiatives. Thus, the implementation of individual performance reviews throughout the year aligns with L'Oreal's commitment to placing individuals at the center of its business model. These reviews help identify high potential employees and support their professional development within the company. For instance, in 2023, L'Oreal trained 100% of their employees, totaling to 3,472,850 learning hours. These performance reviews provide structured feedback, allowing employees to understand their strengths and areas for improvement following training and development. Furthermore, L'Oreal's HR policy is based on identifying, recruiting, and developing employees throughout their careers, while fostering engagement and recognition. The review process motivates employees to consistently perform well in pursuit of rewards. L'Oreal has implemented a remuneration policy that rewards both individual and collective performance, with annual employee performance assessments applied across all subsidiaries. However, linking performance reviews directly to promotions and compensation can heighten stress levels, shifting employees' focus towards short-term achievements rather than fostering innovation creativity for the company's long-term benefit. For example, it was reported a total absenteeism rate of 4.8%. While this may be due to illness or other unforeseen circumstances, it also suggests that workplace stress could be a contributing factor. Despite its structured criteria and formal review processes, this performance management system presents potential drawbacks for L'Oreal. Personal biases from managers may influence performance ratings, leading to inconsistent employee evaluations. Additionally, while L'Oreal emphasizes continuous feedback to meet the challenges of a world that is constantly changing, which impacts both the organization and relationships with work, the formal review process may not always adapt quickly to shifting business conditions. Since these reviews occur annually or semi-annually, employees may be assessed on outdated business objectives rather than their ability to adapt to evolving priorities. In summary, while L'Oreal's performance review system contributes to building an accountable, efficient, and innovative workforce, the company must carefully assess its short and long-term risks. Implementing strategies to mitigate these challenges will be essential to maintaining employee well-being and sustaining long-term business success.
Hi Amelia, thank you for coming into my office today. As we are approaching the middle of the year, I would like to have a quick chat to you to discuss your performance and its progress so far.
No problem. I look forward to hearing from you.
We have noticed your hard work this year. Your engagement with our product launch was very successful and you have demonstrated excellent teamwork and leadership skills with the marketing team. However, I have noticed that there could be some room for improvement regarding your strategic thinking and innovation. This would allow you to shift your focus to short-term profit solutions to creating long-term success of our product and our company.
Thank you. I agree and appreciate your valuable points and feedback.
Is there any feedback you would like to give me or anything you feel you need support with at the moment?
Yes, I think I would benefit from some workshops or training modules that focus on how to implement that long-term mindset into more aspects of my role. I think some more informal check-ins would be beneficial, as these performance reviews can make me stressed and not always the best reflection of my performance.
Those are excellent points. I will definitely take those on board and see what we can do to provide you and the rest of the team with that extra support. Thank you so much for your time today.
Following on from Amelia and Jasmine's analysis of L'Oreal's strengths and weaknesses, there are 3 recommendations for L'Oreal to implement into their organization that will enhance their practices in regard to defining and measuring performance. Firstly, we recommend for L'Oreal to focus on their employee performance. This is one of the organization's weak spots due to their use of the 360-degree feedback system. An employee's performance is a vital aspect of an organization and is one of the key drivers behind innovation and success amongst a competitive market like the beauty industry. Misra and Singhal highlight a major link between job satisfaction and employee performance, reinforcing that if L'Oreal employees are unhappy in their career path, the organization's long-term success is at risk. In order to combat this, L'Oreal can implement strategies and practices that account for the employees' well-being and professional development. For example, the use of electronic performance monitoring, which can be used to monitor employees' positive and negative performance, providing the organization with vital data and information to understand where they can improve their employee programs. In addition to EPM, L'Oreal can also release surveys to their employees to gather information and identify what employees need from the HR team at L'Oreal. Not only will this information be insightful, but it will allow employees to feel understood in their work environment and motivated to maintain a positive work culture. Moreover, L'Oreal will benefit by tracking their employee retention and turnover rates, highlighting their areas for improvement in the future hiring process. If L'Oreal is able to maintain a high retention rate, this will reflect a strong leadership team and multiple career development paths for employees. This can be carried out by increasing employees' participation in training and development programs, allowing for employees to upskill and strengthen their abilities within their roles. In addition, L'Oreal should focus on boosting their data and analytical procedures to gain insight into consumer behavior within their target market. This will allow for L'Oreal to maintain a stable and successful position in the highly competitive beauty industry. This can be implemented by utilizing technology and analytical tools to identify purchasing patterns and predict emerging beauty trends. Davenport and Harris have identified the success associated with these techniques through organizations who have benefited in performance and customer satisfaction after shifting their use of data analytics. Moreover, by enhancing their current capabilities through implementing models that analyze social media trends, customer feedback, and sales, they will be better equipped to predict market changes. This is a proactive approach to ensure L'Oreal utilizes outcome-based measurements. Scholich explores outcome-based evaluation and its ability to allow companies access to tangible outcomes, covering the organization's sales, engagement, and the consumer market. Additionally, the outcome-based approach is extremely beneficial to predict inventory use, avoiding unnecessary waste of products and ensuring that high-demand materials are always available. By embedding data-driven procedures that provide L'Oreal with clear performance indicators, the company is able to develop their marketing strategies, improve customer satisfaction, and maintain competitive advantage within the beauty industry.
In order to continuously improve the organizational effectiveness of the L'Oreal, we have put forward 3 more suggestions for L'Oreal. First, L'Oreal could upgrade the existing on-demand training system to situational skill training system and train employees such as tailors to couple with emergency by simulating a real work scenarios such as on-site crisis management and cross-cultural negotiation through the company's organization. And this increased the adaptability of L'Oreal's employees and thereby reducing the potential customer churn and improving employees' professionalism and customer experience. Coupled with the investment L'Oreal can make the training for its employees better and better, and the employee skills will rise to a higher level. Second, embed an ethics audit into the hiring system using the neurodiversity study to conduct protective weighting of candidates such as disabilities, LGBT people, or more. It can reduce the loss of diversity due to its bias, improve the employee richness and internal culture. Finally, L'Oreal can establish an animals feedback network that uses segment analysis to monitor offensive language in the workplace in real time and optimize harmony at the work environment, reducing the risk of interpersonal conflict between employees through regular turnover or reorganizing teams in the same department. And this will also improve the employees' experience. Thank you.
To conclude, it is evident that L'Oreal has established a strong foundational system of performance management, involving regular feedback and a focus on employee development. This can be displayed through their use of the 360-degree feedback system and individual performance reviews. However, it is important to acknowledge these frameworks have resulted in an over reliance on technology and the risk of creating a high pressure work environment. By implementing our three recommendations, L'Oreal will have the ability to align their performance management procedures with the long term success of the company.